Well, with me now are two gentlemen from a company called Origin Oil. OOIL is their stock symbol. The CEO's name is Riggs Eckelberry, and Riggs is here. Riggs, always good to see you.
Hello again, Don.
And Bill Trineski, you are the GM of the Oil and Gas Division. Bill, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Now, Riggs, why don't you bring us up to date about what the company does?
Well, very simply, Origin Oil is a technology company that has a unique set of processes for algae harvesting and now for pulling the petroleum and contaminants out of the water injected into wells, called fracking.
You know, Riggs, we've been talking with your company from about, I guess, 2008, 2009. But, Bill, this is an entirely new advent for the technology, the fracking, helping clean up the oil and gas operation. Tell us about that.
Well, it's kind of interesting. The technology that we have was originally developed for harvesting algae, for dewatering the algae. And what we found earlier this year was that same technology, that same equipment actually functions extremely well to remove oil and suspended organic material out of produced water or frack water from oil and gas operations. It's an amazing revelation. Actually, the engineering company that we work with, Pace Engineering, has been involved in water treatment for 30-some years, and the last year or so they've been working on a multi-stage program or process to clean up frack water or produce water, and they were having difficulties in removing the oil, and I was having a conversation with them, and we said, well, let's try our algae dewatering process, see what effect it has on removing oil, and it did an amazing job.
What are we looking at?
The image that you're looking at right now is some frack water from a West Texas oil field site, and we had it in our lab for testing. You can see that the bubbles that are arising are actually lifting the oil out of the water sample, and then on the top of the water then there is a froth of the oil, or an oil mat that were being scraped off. The effluent water that is the result of the cleaning operation is very, very clear. You can see that in that long tube, and the testing that we did with Pace Engineering showed that we were actually able to remove 98% of the organics, the oils, from the water.
You know, Riggs, this is really amazing when you think about it. Here's a company that you have here producing green energy and cleaning up non-green energy. I mean, it's like the perfect storm.
Well, petroleum is old algae. And so algae is an aquatic species, and so it's like, you know, as I was saying last week, it's like lemonade. And how do you somehow get out of it? Get that lemonade back out of the water? Well, it's a similar problem with all this water they inject into the oil wells. Comes up with petroleum, comes up with chemicals, and how do you separate that out easily? That's a big challenge. And of course, that water's got to be fully cleaned and sent back down. We have a major advance here, not only because, as Bill said, we have 98% removal, but we do it in a continuous mode. There's no settling, which tremendously speeds up operations.
You've got to check out originoil.com. OOIL is the stock symbol. Of course, the company is Origin Oil Incorporated. Gentlemen, this just gets more exciting every time we talk to you.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you.